was a normal day. I was actually getting my hair cut that morning, I remember, and I was in the car and I experienced a strong headache, and I'm usually not one to experience headaches, let alone migraines. And I really felt like it was a migraine because it was like a headache that I had never experienced before. So strong that it started to affect my right eye. So my initial response was to call my OB. And my OB told me, I want you to go to the ER.
So when Jessica presented to the outside hospital, the first thing that they performed the CAT scan. The CAT scan is actually the first study that identified that she had a bleed on her left occipital region.
Ms. Velandia was 33 weeks pregnant when she had the hemorrhage, and her hemorrhage was actually from a unique cause known as a brain arteriovenous malformation.
AVM is an abnormal tangle between arteries and veins without intercapillaries between them. So think about just like a tangle of vessel or any kind of imagined structure like that. That's basically what an AVM is, an abnormal tangle of vessels that are abnormal, and basically because of that has an increased risk of bleeding.
Following day, Dr. Dabous called me personally on my cell phone, I remember, and I told him everything that was going on. Because at the same time, simultaneously, my OB was really fighting for them to wait until my baby was 37 weeks and deliver her safely, and then for me to take care of everything that I had to do, because the initial problem was that I couldn't have an angiogram done while pregnant.
We don't want to put undue stress on the mother or the baby. So if we're able to fully evaluate the cause of the hemorrhage but delay treatment until after the pregnancy, then that's the path we usually choose.
So the first step that we did after the baby was born was to perform a diagnostic cerebroangiography. So we did a procedure, a catheter-based procedure, basically to map out the vessels in her brain, really determine how her AVM really looks like, what is feeding it, how is it draining, where is the correct location of that. And after that was done, we really can come up with the best plan for treatment for that lesion.
We then did a procedure called a craniotomy to surgically remove the AVM under microscopic and imaging guidance.
And I remember a couple of days before surgery, I got really nervous. And Dr. Dabous called me, he calmed me down, he answered all my questions again. He never had a problem just repeating me the same thing over and over again, explaining everything to me over and over again. So I felt that, that warmth with him, and I knew that, he was the guy to help me out.
Jessica ended up doing very well after the treatment was performed. So remember, the treatment was the embolization followed by the surgery. And she had actually a great recovery. She was discharged a few days later, really with no really significant neurological changes other than what she already had, which was a little bit of a field deficit.
Looking forward to just kind of leaving this in the past and enjoying my life to the fullest, enjoying my family. Thankfully, I'm okay. My baby's okay, and I see myself with my kids for the long future.